Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back here to Under the Microscope with Blue-Black Control. We won the die roll. We would love to play first. Let's take a look at our opener. Pretty bad. Let's go ahead and ship that back. This one's a little bit better. Not great, but it's better. We can definitely work with this. 2 Serum Vision, search for his Canta, fetch land. Our colors are more or less online. We have access to double blue and double black. Probably don't need another Serum Visions at this point. Just want more actual spells. Fourth land. Maybe not. Snapcaster Mage. Seems okay. It's probably, Snapcaster Mage is usually pretty good. We'll see what we're up against here. Breeding Pool, Shock, Dork. So, I guess this could be a blue-green Merfolk. So Damnation is probably going to be pretty good in this matchup. We just have to time it right, make sure we don't get blown out by like instant speed lords at like our end step or something like that. So make sure that when we're doing it, it's actually going to get us value because they can kind of spit out their threats pretty quickly. So they only have an Aether Vial. Let's see what's on the top of our deck. They don't have a second land, so that kind of slows down the rate at which they're killing us. Let's go ahead and crack that so we don't mess up our scrying. Serum Visions. So now we do want more lands, right? Before we didn't. We can. Main deck Spell Pierce. I guess I'd rather Serum Visions get Spell Pierce rather than Fatal Push. So I'm going to save this Fatal Push for a Lord, almost exclusively. So I'd love to hit a land here. Yes. Alright, that's a land. So the fact that we've made it to turn 4 and Merfolk hasn't completely obliterated us makes me feel pretty good. If this is like a silver, this is a Harbinger. I'm not going to Fatal Push a Harbinger. They have much, much scarier things on 2. Obviously, they kept Aether Vial on 2, so that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, having islands in our deck is not great against a deck that can get a lot of island walk, but nope. Let's draw that Ghost Quarter. So if they want to go ahead and play a Lord at end step here, I'm okay with that. Yep, we'll take our opportunity here to hit that Lord of Atlantis. Alternatively, we could have used Snapcaster Mage. Oh no, we couldn't have actually because Fatal Push wasn't in the graveyard yet. All right, we get hit for 2. Again, not the end of the world. We could cut them off of green. I'm not sure what that's doing for us necessarily. Well, we drew it anyways. So land is eh. That's the best way I can describe that. Sure. So what we can try to do here is get them to overextend somehow. We can snap push the Lord during attacks. And then we can block the Harbinger, ideally, of course, if they don't flash in another Lord. Fact is, our opponent still has 7 cards in hand. A little scary. All right. Can't pay for that, so that's another Spell Pierce. Obviously, I can't block the Harbinger now. They don't play into Damnation, unfortunately. Let's see what's on the top of our deck. Yes. Field of Ruin. Okay. Not great. So it's a little scary here. Things could snowball out of control. So if they play Lord, this is a 4/4, this is a 3/3, then they play another Lord. Then they have a lot of creatures with a lot of power and toughness. So I'm gonna go ahead and sweep up the board here. Right, because one Lord, this becomes a 4/4, 3/3, and then that other Lord is a 3/3. Yeah. So this plays around double Lord. That's one Lord. All right, still on 2. So I have to imagine they have another one. All right, we get smacked here. Makes a lot of sense. Only for 2. Let's see what's on the top of our deck. Yes. Go for the throat. That's a great draw. We could attack with Creeping Tarpon here. I think using Azcanta is a bit better. So if this was on 3, like I might respond to like a Kira. Guess I'll take Glimmer. And I'll kill it now before they have any shenanigans up. All right, now so our opponent knows exactly what we have. We know what they are. We don't know what they have, but they know we have a Glimmer. They have an Aether Vial on 3 now, and they drew a second land. It's got to be pretty good for them. All right, so we lost our Creeping Tarpon, unfortunately. Get hit for 2, maybe 3, although our opponent did see Damnation already, so maybe they don't want to play into it. What's better here, Glimmer of Genius or Azcanta? I think Glimmer is better here. How good is Scarab God at this point? I think Scarab God is pretty bad. I think I want to find removal spells and basically removal spells only. Snapcaster Mage is a good start. Let's see if they activate. Yeah, so because I am worried about Akira, I'll go ahead and Snapcaster Mage. Targeting Go for the Throat. Again, we're at a point where we do want to look out for our life total. Alternatively, we could have Snapcaster Mage of Damnation, but the chance that our opponent like somehow gets lethal here is very scary. So we're slowly fighting through the cards in our opponent's hand here. All right. Is it another Marrow Reejery? Yep, makes sense. Here they might just play out another Merfolk to tap down Snapcaster Mage and get in for 3 damage. Maybe 4 if they cast a Lord. It would be playing into Damnation, but I guess they're saying like, hey, if he has Damnation, he's got Damnation. I guess I can F6 at this point. I can't imagine there's anything else. So our opponent is Harbinger, sure. I guess they can they can untap either Vial here actually. That's really cool. Tap down Snapcaster Mage. Untap Aether Vial? Or a land. So this kind of lets us know they probably don't have another 3 mana creature, but they might have like a Curse Catcher. Yep. Oh, is that a May? Ah, it's a May. All right. Get smacked for 3 here. Opponent plays another land, so they only have 2 cards left. Jeez, another creature. I guess they want to do this while we're tapped out. Alright, so we're kind of running low on black sources here. That was a very timely draw. Let's go ahead and blow that up. Get ourselves a nice little swamp here. Swampy swamp. And yeah, let's clean up this board. That was a very, very good draw. Not complaining there. Our opponent still has 3 cards in hand. They can rebuild. Flooded Strand, okay. No more green sources. That's good. We shut out their green, well, at least fetchable green sources. This is like a Spreading Seas. I will negate it. Yeah, that lines up pretty well this turn. Let's just go ahead and keep up Azcanta, Cryptic Command. That's all we really want to be doing right now. It would be nice to have that Scarab God to really stabilize right now. Wow! Oh, that's gas right there. Oh, there goes gas to the bottom of our library. That does feel kind of bad. That feels really bad. Question is, do we Cryptic Command an Aether Vial here? I think that is an interesting question I want to ask myself. Silvergill Adept. Merfolk Branchwalker revealed. Let's go ahead and counter it. And draw a card. Still having his Azcanta activation up. Eventually we'll find ways to close out this game. Crucible, not quite what I want to be doing right now, I think. So I'll take the Glimmer. Snapcaster Mage is a fantastic draw, but like I said, we do want to close out this game relatively soon. We don't want to give our opponent too much time here to rebuild. So we could go Snapcaster Mage Glimmer. We could, I think that is. And so I want to apply a clock here, which is why I'm tapping like this. I'll be targeting Cryptic Command. Knowing they have Merfolk, Branchwalker, and no green sources, I think this is. So now Snapcaster Mage can start beating down. Let's go ahead and attack. So now because we don't really have any good counter magic up, I'm going to go ahead and Probably want to keep up Cryptic Mana. So let's go ahead and Glimmer. Bottom. Play that. Play Serum Visions. Interesting. Creeping Carpet is a clock. Jace is also pretty good. This is like an embarrassment of riches here. Awkwardly, I don't want to activate Azcanta here, so I kind of hope my opponent plays a spell so that I can Alright, let's return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. Actually, that's kind of awkward. Might have been a misplay. Because then they get to replay it. Again, probably want to keep up Cryptic Mana. Play a Jace. Let's go ahead and down tick it. And that's a Scarab God, alright. Now we're in business. We are officially in business. I'm just going to go ahead and cast it, because that means we have lethal next turn. Instead of stop on my upkeep, got 4 energy. We'll make good use of that. Yep, that's an Aether Vial. Do they have a blocker? Whoa! Phantasmal Image? That's not going to do it. So is this battlefield? You may return target tapped creature to its owner's hand. Get a Snapcaster Mage. Honestly, I don't think I need to. Alright. Just want to tap correctly, make sure I'm not messing up here. Activate Tar Pit. We have Cryptic backup for any shenanigans here. And bam! Take that, blue-green Merfolk. Alright, sideboarding. Yahenni seems pretty good. Liliana, Hero's Downfall. Collective Brutality. Kalidas also seems okay. That's 7 cards. We can take out Mana Leak, Negate. We can take out 1 Search, also because they have Spreading Seas. I'm going to take out Crucible. This is not the matchup for Crucible. Probably cut 1 Glimmer. We saw Spell Pierce. That could be a kind of a blowout. And we can cut out Jace as well. I think keeping Cryptic is pretty important. Oh, what am I doing? We can probably cut some number of Spreading Seas, which means we can probably keep a Glimmer and a Jace. We're supplementing our curve with some cheaper stuff here, so too bad. Should Spreading Seas be in the deck at all even? Let's ask that question. And are there anything that are better than that? Is the second search better than Spreading Seas? Probably. Is Crucible okay in this matchup? Probably not. So we're a bit heavy on the 4s, but hopefully our curve will be okay. This is kind of sketchy, but our cards could basically turn into anything, so I think I'm going to keep. Our opponent mulls to 6. Again, that's good for us. Hopefully they'll play a bit more fair game here without Aether Vial. They go and put a card on top. Polluted Delta is interesting. I guess any blue fetch works, assuming they don't have basic forests. Yep, that's a pretty good card. It really reminds me of Wild Nacatl. Let's just play an island, preserve our life total. Double Cryptic. Good cards if we can get to it, so I'll keep them on top. I'm having trouble putting non-land cards on the bottom right now because I think that is really risky. See, does our opponent have another land here? Curse Catcher. Okay, so I kind of want them to, actually, yeah, I kind of want them to pop that Curse Catcher on the Serum Visions. All right, they don't. I'm going to put these on the bottom now. The third Cryptic, that's a little excessive. And next turn we can collect... Ooh, so they hit a land. That's pretty good. That means I can probably go Lord here. We can kill the Lord, thankfully, but we do get smacked for 5 here, which is quite a lot. And I have to imagine they have more gas in hand at this point. Probably cast with 2 modes here. Target creature gets -2, target creature loses 2 life, or target creature, target opponent. Don't want to really take damage from my mana base too much. Alright. Worst case scenario is another Lord here. Again, hard to imagine that they don't have it, considering their draw. But hey, that's not a Lord. So maybe they have like Marrow Reejeries in hand. Relic. Relic is good. Relic is very good right now, because that means I can't snap back Collective Brutality. Kalidas. Oh, baby. That is perfect for our curve. Assuming they don't have Dismembers. Yeah, we don't need that. We're not playing Crucible anymore, so lands in the graveyard don't quite matter. Oof. Oof, what a beating, huh? Now we can find some removal spells and maybe stabilize from here. Alright, they could just play a Lord, obviously. But if they do play a Lord, it means we can actually snap back without worrying about Relic. We can snap back Collective Brutality on the Lord. I wonder what they have here. Yep, that's a Lord. That is me on the F6 plan. Gonna get smacked for 5 here. Delta. Nope, we don't have anything better to do, so let's think. I do want to attack with Kalidas. They're probably not going to block. Put us up to 8 life. If they do block, that's even better for us. Yeah, I can't imagine they block here. We can even gain some life here if we want to. I kind of like that. Target creature gets -2, target opponent. So, creature, target opponent. Pay that. Discard that. Get a zombie. And then, next turn, we can even just tap down their team. So we got them on the one turn that Relic wasn't active, which is really good for us. Another Lord here. Yeah, that would be kind of rough. It means we're taking another 5. They do have to be careful, though, because we've got a lot of power on the board. We can turn the corner pretty well. Just a Branch Walker, maybe? Yep. Sorry, what entered the battlefield? Okay, Sanctum went into their hand. They might be keeping up Spell Pierce here, or Dispel. So, Scarab God, oh man. Okay, so if they go Lord next turn, that makes them unblockable. That's 3, 5. Okay. I think step 1 would just be to let's just attack with Kalitas, gain some life. We could have presented lethal, but I'm not sure that's the right play. Here we can sack our zombie. With a Relic on board, Scarab God is just a 5/5. So here going up to 14 life, I feel pretty good about that. And then next turn, if they tap out, we can Cryptic Command, tap their team. Alternatively, we could have done that next turn to be a little safer, so we could have tapped down their team at end step, maybe drawn out a Spell Pierce or something like that. Oh man, this is intense. Yeah, I think I could have picked a better line. I would have been at 12. They would have been at 7, and we would have still had 7 power on board. Of course, Mutavault changes things, but not that much. We just wouldn't have drawn a card, which is again fine when we're going for lethal. So definitely, I could have picked a better line there. I don't think that was the correct line. All right, so they're tapping out a blue mana here. That's a Lord. They don't have lethal here, right? I'm not crazy. So they're just planning on chumping with the Lord of Atlantis. I guess that's fair. But without blue mana up, they are dead to Cryptic. Because Cursecaster is just 1. It's not equal to its power or toughness. Not like Mausoleum Wanderer. Here, tap all creatures your opponents control. Draw a card. I will pay 1 for Curse Catcher if my opponent goes for that. Okay. Yes. Play a Swamp Out. And our opponent concedes. That's the second match there with Blue-Black Control beating Blue-Green Merfolk. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for one last match here with Under the Microscope with Blue-Black Control and Modern. I'll see you guys soon.